Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. My name is Adam Rosman. I will be your host today, and today is the 5th of March 2025. And I will quickly check the participants. There are no new participants, so we can continue with the reminders. And please remember that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to have the project, please use the GitHub issue filter and filter on project level for the have wanted and good first issue labels. There's still quite a lot and the numbers are growing. We have a lot of good new issues that have been accepted and will be or would be very helpful for the project. So if you would like to have, please feel free to pick them up and contribute. If you think your organization is willing to officially adopt Metal3 or disclose the adoption of Metal3, then please create a pull request and modify the adopters.md file in the root of the community repository, same way as the others have done before. And that would also help us gauge the adoption, and not just us, but CNCF as a whole and the technical oversight committee and our special interest group and all these other CNCF organizations that are tracking the project. If you feel that you are facing a CI-related issue after you have pushed something or modified your PR and you think that it is not related, the test failure is not related to your pull request, then please create an issue in the affected repository or related repository and link the issue to the Metal3 CI tracker project. And then incubation proposal, there have been some not really back and forth, but some changes in the last few weeks in terms of the reviewer or adopter interviews, and we have, I think, managed to get all of them, but I think the last one is still, or managed to get contact information to do all of the interviews, but I think one is still missing, so we need one more interview, and we hope that soon that will be conducted also. But no concrete communication other than our reviewer has signaled that he will pick up the last interview and try to organize it. And we have two sets of contacts to two different companies who would be willing to take it. Let's see who will be the one who responds eventually to the reviewer. And then I think we can skip the other ones if you're interested about statistics or artifacts, deliverables, and so on. I think that you can use the links and just follow up. Okay. We don't have anything from last week. I know last week's meeting was pretty long, but we agreed on quite a lot of things. Just a reflection on that related to the read-only ironic image or ironic image with the read-only file system or supporting that read-only file system. It's basically done. I have it on Nordics branch. I will push it as a pull request, and I already pushed the BMO and keep alive the changes that are there to help test it and support it. And I think I managed to integrate all these requirements what we discussed. And the last thing that I still don't have is the release automation for this lightweight release of the Keep Alive D. But I think everything is is getting in place related to that. Okay, that's just a reflection on last week's discussion because I know a lot of you have had to leave before the end. Okay.
So, Adam, last week we did not discuss the Lennart's item, but that was supposed to be pushed this week. But I don't see Lennart here though, so I'm not sure if we actually want to discuss it or not.
Yeah, the multi-tenancy. I actually forgot this, but then I will just carry it over. And I think certainly we need to discuss this when Leonard is here. But it's good that you mentioned because I will put it here in the reminders and try not to forget this one. Okay. Then I guess the next one, unless someone would like to comment something on this multi-tenancy. But if not, then I think it's best to discuss well analytics here. Yeah. Thanks, Tomo. So other or next topic is the working group updates and IREX scalability. And Dimitri has already commented that nothing new, still working on the online data migration supports. That's awesome.
You are now reading from last week's notes.
Oh, sorry. Shit. I am a bit.
Yeah, but my status will be the same. I don't have any other news.
Okay, so there are no news for the scalability. I don't know how much scalability it is. Maybe we could discuss that separately in the discussion topics, but I stumbled upon one interesting proposal that was already accepted from Dimitri, and I really want to second that. And because I have run into this in this past few weeks, so we can discuss that. But then I guess nothing for scalability per se and for ARM support. I have received some messages that people are interested in ARM, but I have not seen really anyone joining this working group or proposing any concrete action. I don't know if you know any sort of proposals or work that's being done for ARM. Feel free to comment because I did not notice other than people saying they are interested.
From the Red Hat side, if the plans go as I expect, we'll probably start looking into this topic around April timeframe. So we haven't forgotten, we just need to finish other business.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, then let's continue with release team. There I just wanted to mention that the 1.9.3 CAPM3 and the 1.9.4 IPAM was released. IPAM is actually a bit even a bit back in time, but now the CAPM3 is also out. Just FYI. Yep. Is there any comment or question related to the release team or the release cycle? Okay, if not, I think we can continue. And there is one discussion topic from Ricardo.
Yeah, thanks. I keep annoying everyone with CS10 until we have that there. No, just kidding. I just wanted to say that the original PR that I put together for the support for CentOS 10 has shrinked significantly, and so it's just like a matter of adding a package, nothing more, and it works with CS9 and CS10. So at this point, I'm kind of like ready to convert that PR and have that support both CS9 and CS10. And I just wanted to point out that we don't have any logic that say, or any like anything specific in code that says that we support only one or two base images. So I was wondering if we actually want to do that, and exit fast if we put like some unsupported base image instead of running for a while with something that we should not. So that will add just like a simple logic that will read the base image variable, the argument actually passed to the Docker file, and fail if the image is not, in this case, either CS9 or CS10.
But like, how much is that our responsibility? I mean, if we build it on CS9 and CS10, and we have the source code for building it on top of CS9 or CS10, why would it have anything else? I mean, if a user would pull it and modify it and build it on top of something else, that's not really our business. At least that was my understanding.
That's totally right, but we are not explicit in that for ourselves as well. Like we don't say in code, hey, look, this works only with CS9 and CS10. Well, in this, like, I'm just making an example. This can be expanded, of course, but if you use it and modify it, well, you need to know that this won't work with that as it is, at least.
Yeah.
I think we specified that in documentation, but yeah, that's all. I mean, it's just one more check. I'm just saying we could put there or not. It's just
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
of course.
I mean, I can imagine this in a way that like we put it in like put like a echo or something in the Docker build, or a small script that runs during the build, and it just like sends an alert, like it just prints out that, hey, you now customize this. Keep in mind it's not like tested, or I mean, for me, having it in the documentation, or having or to have it in like the top level README file, like somewhere here. For me, it's enough. I would not expect more from an open source project other than saying that it was tested on with like a CentOS 9 and a CentOS 10 container, or just a CentOS 10. And maybe an alert message in the build Docker file, but
right. I mean, that sounds good to me. I just wanted to integrate something in the patch, so we know that we now support the both base images, at least in the, well, not at least, actually. We support that because I actually tested that with CS9 and CS10. It works also. So I will just add like a mention in the README and maybe a message in the build part, and that's it.
yeah,
Sounds good.
Yeah, a message like this, like I know it's in the prepare EFI, but a message like this, I think is completely fine.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. Thanks. Is there anyone who has any comment on this one? Meanwhile, I will look up the one that I wanted to second, and I am eventually willing to pick up if I have some time, but I actually also run into this and very much agree. So this is what I wanted to bring up is this standalone operator issue which was already accepted and triaged and everything. So that basically the standalone operator would have a option where it would not deploy in Kubernetes, but just you would just run it as a Go file or a container, and then it would just deploy Ironic as a container. And I really like that approach, and I see both like end user use case for this in certain very small environments, where even like Kubernetes is not something that people want to run, but then we would have still Ironic database, and then we can basically back up that database and later uh, re, uh, restore it or reload it on a bigger cluster, even if this environment is extended, or just simply by not doing the same things twice or three times. So I can support this very much, and I like this very much, that we would put our efforts all into the ISO, and that would handle all these deployments. But my caveat was that I would also like to keep the existing scripts, but I would remove the run local scripts from the BMO and move it to devenv as an option for developers, completely separate from every E2E and everything. Anyhow, the end goal is that the devenv will be a devenv, and it will be tested on its own to like test that it can provide the dev environment and dev features, but it would be not a basis for E2E as it is right now, not the base for example, BMO E2E already, and it's has a very limited use in the CAPM3. So because I had also situations where this sort of simple script or bash script that was just running the containers one by one was useful to debug them one by one, or was useful to debug mounts or options and stuff like that. So I don't know, what's your opinion about this? So first thing is that replacement of the run local Ironic script with the IRSO itself, and implementing this second way of deployment to IRSO, and then the third or second thing is that we would still save that script into devenv.
+1.
Okay, if there is 1+1, I guess plus 2, because I also support this, and nobody is against it, then yeah, I think then that's something that.
Yeah, I +1 anything that moves or removes Ironic stuff from BMO.
Yeah. I think that's the end goal anyhow. That the kubefile ID is already being moved, then this run local would be removed, and then basically either IRSO or these customized scripts would take care. But I guess eventually we would need to, or as soon as possible, change these Ironic deploy customized scripts to IRSO also. So it would be just BMO calling IRSO in two different ways, and then that's it. And then we simplified the whole Ironic deployment and the BMO repo a lot. Yeah, but I guess then we all agree in that. Maybe what is like an actionable item here is that I can create an issue proposing also that the existing customize Ironic deployment overlay, or I don't know what's that called in customized terms, overlays and resources and whatnot, the directory will be changed to use IRSO. But okay. Okay, I think we agree. Then we can continue with the triaging if there are no other questions or comments. I think it will be a quick triage session. Okay, there is scalability test phase due to cluster topology not enabled. Okay.
Yes, I am looking into this one. For some reason, we have this. There was this variable cluster topology that is being set in the cluster API. Previously, it was true, and we are setting it true. For some reason, now it stopped working. I'm looking into it. Why it's not working again? I'm checking the script where we are setting it. So.
Okay, thank you, Adil. I will just assign you here. I hope this was the correct assign command. Okay, looks like yes. We'll get a bug type. It will get a which repo is this capm3. We'll get a capm3 VIP. It will get the closest milestone. How many times I forget to add these when I triage? Okay, thanks, Adil. Link checker reports. Okay, this is just the link checker.
I will handle this. This is most likely just duplicates what we already have.
Okay.
I have split them per file so far, and these all are known issues. So you can actually close it. Yeah, those are all familiar. No, they are issues, but they have their own issues already.
Thank you. Okay. Provisioning system outside the firing network. This was something that when I last read, I kind of understood, but then yeah, this already had a fix, and the name was a bit weird, but then the actual pull request was much more understandable. And how far have we progressed with this? It's yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. I will review this after the meeting. But what I forgot last time. Oh no, I did not forget. It's just I had a typo. Or did I? Oh, it's accepted. Oh, and it moved to accepted, but then it interesting. I might have had it open in 2 windows. Anyhow, this was accepted already last time. And now it's fine. Timing out by cleaning the node. Many things can cause this. And was this even OpenShift? Oh, and this was OpenShift. Okay, I don't know. I'm a bit confused what to do with these. Like, I don't mind having even OpenShift issues kept here. It's fine. OpenShift is still using MetaQ, but then this is very much not clear if it's a bug or what's causing this, or if it's related to Ironic or not. So yeah, I think I will put this Tria needs more info on this.
I think it was the kind of was a bit of a confusion there. I think they were actually not using OpenShift, but kind of trying to install some OpenShift components. So that's a bit a weird case. It's kind of, as far as I recall, and I might be confusing already because it was 3 weeks ago. They're using normal Kubernetes and normal Metal Cube, and then they develop something that installs OpenShift using that. So I was initially actually told Ricardo, then please go downstream and talk to us downstream because he's a Red Hatter. But then we figured out that it's actually not an OpenShift that they're using; it's OpenShift that they're installing. So it's that part. I think it's more or less an our area of responsibility. Why it fails, it's still unclear.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of logs, and there might be something here, but to be honest, this is still a bit broad of a question, or I don't know. I have not
Yeah,
seen.
I would say they need to double check the emulated setup, as he rightfully saying himself.
Yeah. Okay, I think it can stay. I won't close this. There might be still communication and discussion on this one. Yeah, I think it needs more info, and then maybe it will have some benefit in general for the community if the original reporter finds the problem. So I will just leave it like this. IP permission denied. Okay, that's still no feedback. No feedback. Yeah, this is kind of bugging down. I will remove the stale, but this is still an undecided discussion. Okay, that was all of the needs triage, and then let's check the stairs. I've seen that many of the stairs were cleared in the past few days. The labels were removed, so we have this only. It does not. Okay. That's there. And that's all. Okay, that was all of the things. Is there any other question, comments, problems, plans, anything you would like to discuss related to the project? Yeah, before we would finish, let me check the chat quickly. I see some chat message. Yep, okay. And then, yeah, just quick update related to the KubeCon. I already seen the booth schedule for those who will visit, but the day is still not yet clear to me which day it will be, but the location and the schedules are already communicated, but not sure which day we will have the booth. But yeah, that's just a minor comment. Okay, so if there are no comments, questions, or anything, then thank you for your time and attention, and let's meet next week. And until then, have a great week. Bye bye.
Okay, goodbye.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.